Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl, and I'm here to share our next topic, which is vitamin D. We are continuing on with our minerals and vitamin series. And so, just like vitamin A, vitamin D is actually a fat soluble molecule as well. And it's responsible for basically helping the body absorb calcium, magnesium, and phosphate through the intestinal tract. And so it's really important to remember that all of our nutrients are actually absorbed in our intestines, which is why it's so important for us to have a really healthy gut flora, as they say, right? So we need to have a lot of bacteria in there for our body to be able to absorb all the things in which we put into our system. Vitamin D actually has two ways in which we can absorb it. We can absorb it through the food that we eat, or our body goes through a chemical process that converts the sunlight into vitamin D. We also get vitamin D from plants and animals. So vitamin D3 is derived from animals like salmon or fish liver. You could get vitamin D2 from plants. So what are the benefits of vitamin D? The benefits is that one, it's responsible for bone health by helping the body absorb calcium and phosphorus, which helps reduce osteoporosis. It also helps us fortify our bones by retaining the calcium so it doesn't leach out. It also helps reduce cancer growth and reduce inflammation, especially in the bone. It also helps regulate blood pressure, weight management, and strengthens our immune system. So, what does deficiency in vitamin D look like? Well, it could look like muscle cramping or muscle weakness. It can look like mood changes. It could be bone loss because if vitamin D is responsible in retaining calcium, then that means that if we don't have vitamin D, then calcium is able to leach out. So that's why we could experience bone loss. And also you could experience bone and joint pain, which would obviously be due to inflammation, because there's no vitamin D protecting the bone because it's getting weaker. So what does an excess of vitamin D look like? Well, that could be a loss of appetite. That could be fatigue or nausea, headaches and dizziness, and extreme thirst. And you might think, well, wait, why is it not dealing with bone? Well, if we understand the gut, right, everything that happens in the gut also affects our mood and also affects our mind. And so that can kind of explain why we might feel nausea or dizziness, because we have what's called the vagus nerve, which runs from our large intestine to our brain, and it's a direct pathway. So it could cause, other inflammatory issues that may be going on with vitamin D excess. So what can cause us to not absorb vitamin D? Generally, it could be due to the fact that we have a lot of gut related inflammation. So things like celiac disease, which is someone who's gluten intolerant, or maybe it could be Crohn's disease, which could be related to an inflammation in the intestines, whether it's in the duodenum or the jejunum or in the ileum. So any one of those locations in the small intestine could be related to why vitamin D is not able to be absorbed. The other reason could be like cystic fibrosis, which is basically mucus that builds up and causes a pancreatic duct to be blocked, and so it prohibits that vitamin D to be absorbed. So what basically helps us absorb vitamin D? Well, vitamin K, magnesium, and zinc. And obviously, it being a fatty soluble molecule, that means that we also get it from fatty foods, right, that are high in magnesium and fat, because those are really important components for helping absorb vitamin D. So things like nuts and seeds and legumes and deep, dark green leafy vegetables. So what are the top 3 foods that are high in vitamin D? Mushrooms, fortified soy products, or fortified OJ are good, foods to consume to help you increase your vitamin D. Well, guys, with that said, I hope that encourages you and helps you maintain your health. And remember, keep your plate colorful so you can have all the minerals and vitamins to fortify your body and keep you healthy. May you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.